My dear students, this is Omkar here. I welcome you to the digital learning platform by Shri Guru Sudindra College. This is video 3 on corporate accounting. If you have not watched video 2 yet, then please watch video 2 first and this video later. In the last video, you have studied the format of vertical trading and profit and loss account and balance sheet. In this video, you are going to study one problem on vertical trading and profit and loss account, which is a model problem and which is appeared in the 2016 question paper for 5 marks section. And this vertical trading and P&L account question will be asked in 5 marks sections, and the balance sheet related problems, that means vertical balance sheet problem, will be asked for 10 marks. Note this important two examination patterns: trading and P&L account for 5 marks and balance sheet for 10 marks. So every year almost 15 marks question you will be asked from this particular vertical final account chapter. See, this is the question paper of 2016, and in the 5 marks section, this question is asked: from the following information, prepare P&L account in the vertical format for the year ended 31st/3/2016. Yes, for the before solution, you should note the previous videos, all the contents which I given with concern to format. The format should be in front of you before solving this. So hope you have written the format in your notes. It is also sent through the WhatsApp group, particularly to your class group by the college broadcast system. Hope you have noted it, right? Yes. So let us go with this particular problem. Now let us see what are its contents. Okay. Yes. So sales revenue is given. So then that means total sales amount. Then interest on investment. Interest on investment is a income. Okay. Investment is a asset and interest on the investment is a income. So if you have received the interest on your investment like savings, RD, such investments or any shares investment, that is income for you. Then discount received, it is also a income. Commission received, it is also income. Generally these incomes are office incomes, that means indirect incomes it is given. Which one? Not this one. This is a salary, this is a expense. Only these three are the incomes now. Then salary to staff you have paid, okay, that is expense. Rent and taxes are there that you are going to pay every year, that is expenses. Then printing and stationery, these are expenses. Interest on loan, you are paying interest, some sort of interest on your particular loans that you have to pay, that is expense. Then depreciation on fixed assets. Fixed assets means machinery, building and all. So every year machinery, buildings are subjected to depreciate. That means the value of those machinery or building will decrease, that is expense. So these, from the salary to here, all the expenses are given. Sales is given, 3 office incomes are given, then remaining all office expenses are given. Just you have to apply these in the format and solve it. Very simple problem. And in the examination also, for the 5 marks and the 10 marks. For the 5 marks P&L account, for the 10 marks balance sheet. So you just have to take this particular amounts to the format, that is all. If you know the format, yes, you can easily get 15 marks from this particular chapter. So don't ignore this chapter. This is very important and easy chapter. Let us move on to the solution now. Yes, here is the answer. Let us move on to the answer.
So first you have to give the heading vertical form of trading and P&L account. Okay, then format is be like this: particulars, amount and amount. Okay, now you should keep your format which is written from the last video, right? So based on that format your solution will be here. For that reason, so be with the format. With the help of format only you have to solve this. Okay, let us move on to solution. First you have to take the sales amount, right? So from the sales amount you have to deduct all the factory direct expenses, but in this problem there are no factory direct expenses are given in the question, correct? No, so for that reason, so your 5 lakh sales will become the gross profit. Now there are no other expenses to deduct, correct? So see in the format, all the factory expenses you are going to deduct from the sales amount in the particular your format. So but in this problem there are no factory expenses, so there are no items to deduct. Now you have to treat the sales amount itself is the gross profit amount, correct? No, so then you have to, after gross profit, then you have to deduct all the indirect or office expenses, and you are going to add all the indirect or office incomes. So for that reason, now deduct operating expenses you are going to deduct. That means these expenses are also called as operating expenses, indirect expenses and office expenses. 3 names are there. Okay, remember it. Then salary is there. You have to take in inward column rent and taxes expenses, interest on loan. Don't confuse with the interest on investment and loan. Interest on loan is a expense, interest on investment is a income. So expense you are going to take. Then printing and machinery charges are there. All the charges you are going to take in the inward column and take it into the outer column with the total. So that would be 2 lakh rupees. Out of the 5 lakh you are going to deduct the 2 lakh rupees and 3 lakh will be the answer here. Then after that depreciation is to be deducted. So depreciation amount is directly given. On what assets depreciation is to be calculated, nothing is given. So directly the depreciation amount is given. That is good for you. Then you are going to take that depreciation amount here that you have to deduct. Depreciation is an income. So 30,000 depreciation is there. 3 lakh minus 30,000. So that would be 2,70,000. Then you have to add non-operating incomes. Okay. Non-operating incomes, or these are office incomes. You don't take this operating and non-operating. There are some mistakes in this answer here. So this is operating income. Okay, so you take just office instead of the word operating and operate these words. You just take office expenses, office income. Okay, office expenses you are deducted and office income you are going to add now. So office income, you have to see in the question there are some office incomes, isn't it? Interest on investment is there, discount received, commission received, whatever the money you have received in case of your office incomes would be, isn't it? So that you are going to take all the office income you are going to add here to the outward column. So that would be 50,000. So for this 2,70,000 you are going to add this 50,000. So you will get net profit before appropriation 3,20,000. Now after this you have to deduct if any dividends are given to get the net profit answer. So a profit transferred to balance sheet answer. But here there are no other dividends or transfer to reserve. such items, if it is there in the question, you have to deduct, but it is not there. So what you have to do? So this much will be the answer now. So note this particular problem, and almost every year one 5 marks problem will be asked, and that is very easy. Just based on the format you have to solve it. So make the format perfect and solve it without seeing the format once. Practice this particular problem. Later we can practice other problems on this particular trading and P&L account. So in the next video, let us learn the solution of the balance sheet, vertical balance sheet. So that will be every year asked for the 10 marks section, and you should learn that, and it is very easy and simple. Why? Because just you should know the main notes and formats, that's all. So based on the formats only you are going to solve this. Further extra additional calculations, nothing will be there. So just you have to know the format, and just you have to take the amounts from the question to the format. So that would be the answer. Same way, now how you have solved this vertical form of trading and P&L account. So based on the format and the question, you have solved this, isn't it? So in a simple manner, simple question without much more adjustment will be given in the SEM exam question paper. So this 5 marks vertical form of trading and P&L account and 10 marks balance sheet, totally almost 15 marks will be asked from this chapter every year, and that is very easy and simple one also, which is beneficial to get more marks, because just apply the format in mind, and just you have to write the format and bring the items from the question and solve it. That is all. No much further calculation, additional calculations on this particular chapter. Okay, so note it, solve it, make it perfect. Thank you.